All right, Hustle Nation, let's talk the number one way to legally lower your taxes big time, according to CPA and a tax attorney, Sandy Botkin, is to have a home-based business. Now let's talk about one of the biggest home-based business tax deductions available across the board. This is flat out bananas that more and more Americans are not using this tax deduction to legally lower their taxes, legally, ethically, and morally, and that money that they save in taxes could be used to build wealth with. But you're not like most Americans. You're gonna take action based on what you learned here today. So let's get into it.
But you've got to overcome fear if you're going to win.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am, of course, Cortez Hustle, the one and only financial health mentor, and I'm on a mission to empower us economically through financial literacy. And the tax code is the number one wealth building tool in the world. But like most tools, many people never learn how to use it adequately. So that's why I'm doing this series, and I'm leveraging the professional opinion of a CPA and tax attorney and former IRS auditor trainer, right? So what is the biggest tax deduction available to you? If you have children, it is hiring your children to work in your business. Now I'm gonna read a lot of this stuff, so forgive me for not looking up at the camera, but hire your children. Seriously, if you own your business, there are things your kids can do for you. Here are just a few. File paperwork and clean the office, lick envelopes and send out mailers, products or samples, drop off flyers and brochures, answer phones and email clients, manage social media. If you were to put an advertisement online in a newspaper and hire an employee, wouldn't that be tax deductible? Of course it would. Well, why not hire your kids instead? Most parents just fork over $50,000 to Johnny for his video games, or $50 to Johnny for video games, or $150 to Sarah for dance lessons. Smart business owners realize that if their kids do necessary work for their business, they can be paid a reasonable wage and pay for things themselves. Yes. See, you're already paying your children. You're just doing it in a non-tax deductible way called an allowance. Or if you're not giving them an allowance, you're still feeding, clothing, sheltering, protecting, and entertaining them and educating them. Because guess what? If you did this right, your kids are in private school, then Uncle Sam, via this tax strategy, could pay for private school for your kids, man. Listen, man, y'all gotta get with it in 2021, all right? So let's talk about how to do it, what are the rules, and then let me give you an example, right? So the rules, your children must be age 7 or older. The benefit there is you can hire your younger kids without worrying about child labor laws. 2, you must pay them a reasonable wage. You cannot pay your kids $100 an hour to do work filing papers. That's not reasonable. Number 3, you must have meticulous timesheets and record keeping. Do the work, y'all. It's worth it. I'm gonna show you in this example. Number 4, if you pay your child more than $12,000 a year, they must pay taxes. Now, that fluctuates per tax year. So in 2021, I think tax year 2021, standard deduction is $12,400, something like that, right? So if you go over that, they'll have to pay taxes on that money. Number 5, they must file their own tax return, right? This is what must take place in order for you to take advantage of this deduction. Now, the first $12,400 they make is tax-free. Under the new law, the standard deduction almost doubled to $12,000, and this was written in 28 for tax year 2018. So now it's $12,400, right? So this means that children earn less than $12,400, they don't have to pay any taxes because they will qualify for a personal exemption on their own tax return. If you pay them more than $12,000 in a given year, then you must pay unemployment tax and federal and state income tax. That's where you have to do the withholdings and all of that stuff, right? But you're gonna set this up with a CPA anyway to make sure you're compliant. I wouldn't advise anyone to do this on their own. Get some professional help, man. There's lots of software and apps that you can use to conduct payroll. Just get it done right. So here's the example. My daughter was in college majoring in digital design. I decided I wanted to build a new website for my business, and I had a professional web design firm quote me on doing the work. Their bid at the time came in at $40,000. Now, I am grossly undercharging for my website services, people. $40,000 for a website. I approached my daughter, who definitely had the skill set to build my website, and asked her if she could build it for slightly less than the professional design firm. She agreed, and I paid her enough money to cover 2 years' worth of room and board. I saved more than $15,000 in taxes by hiring my daughter rather than paying her education outright. Are you serious? Yes, I'm very serious. So, if you, my friend, want to take advantage of the tax code in this manner, and you do not have a home-based business, all you gotta do is click on the link in the description of this video to go to myperfectmoneyplan.com, and you're gonna get a chance to see how you can partner with yours truly, start your own home-based business in the financial education space. You can even use these very same videos to educate people on why they need a home-based business, and those people can partner with you, and we can make money together. I got all of your branding and marketing training covered. I've got all the tools and the resources. Plus, I just so happen to be coached by the #1 income earner in the entire company. Yes, we are the fastest growing team for a reason, because we have systems, tools, training in place that make sure that you win. So if you're looking for a great opportunity, click on the link in the description and check that out. Comment your biggest takeaway, by the way. What did you learn throughout this series? Hopefully you are no longer afraid of Uncle Sam and Aunt Iris, and you're ready and willing to take advantage of the tax code instead of letting the tax code take advantage of you. So I'll talk to you guys next time. I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it each